Thank you for joining the Retail Fix It podcast. I'm Lance Calvert, your host. Retail Fix It is a nationwide facility maintenance management company. So we do repairs in construction all over the country, every single state, every corner of the country. We do repairs every single trade. We've been doing it for 25 years. We have experts on the ground in every town in America that have partnered with us with set rate structures, guaranteed response times, with SLAs in place where we can nationalize that same service level to you. We have spent 25 years, and especially the past 10 years, rooting out the types of things that aren't perfect for our customers in the service level. So extremely local techs, extremely local. In other words, technicians that are grassroots HVAC guys, electricians, handymen, glass repair, roofing repair people, flooring repair people, painters, remodelers, projects, preventive maintenance handlers. All of these service providers that we use are extremely local to the area that we're getting the job done in. That's key. When I say extremely local, they work in the 20, 30, 50, maybe sometimes 60-mile radius. That's how their bread and butter works in their company. They know the town, they know the locations, they know the supply houses. They are not doing overage things. Look, there's a such thing as service providers that are way too zealous. They try to get involved in our company or a company like ours, and they try to get work within 1,000-mile radius and have other means of getting those jobs done. Not here. And you have to be very careful to make sure that you don't have that in your company. And it's an extreme benefit to the customer. So when I say extremely local service providers, that's a major key. Facility managers, make sure your techs are extremely local technicians. They know the town, they know the supply houses, they know the ins and outs of that area. It's not going to cost them a lot of money or them a lot of wherewithal, like traffic. They know how to get around it. Like all that stuff matters to them and their day, and that translates into cost savings that they're naturally not going to charge as much. They're naturally going to get to the store quicker. They're naturally going to get it done better. They're naturally going to communicate those efficiencies and job completions and milestones and quoting. Everything's going to go way better for my customers, the customers of Retail Fix It, the corporations who have entrusted us to repairs at hundreds or thousands of their sites, if we're using extremely local, grassroots, simple life service providers within these trades. And so that's extremely important. Not every national facility management service provider program has that guarantee, and it's hard to root out. And you've got a lot of different people trying to get in and do work that they shouldn't be doing in companies like ours. We're passing that extreme benefit on to our customers, and it's proving for our customers to gravitate to centralizing all their maintenance repairs with us. And it's proving to retain our customers year after year. We're keeping our customers, and our customers are entrusting us to more and more of their workload and portfolio across their locations of repairs needed, preventive maintenance services needed, and projects needed, because we understand these things that have got to be in place from a strategic level in order for the outcomes the customers are looking for. And they just don't want to, can't figure out how to go and do anything better, because we are hyper extremely focused on the outcomes for our customers. And you got to face the real issues in this industry head on, talk about them, deal with them, and make sure that you're strategic and local service providers that you're using. And that's a day-to-day faithfulness that has to happen from a team that's focused. And so it's 2025. I hope everybody has their vision for the year, has strategic planning happening, to goal sets to move themselves towards that vision, because without vision, the people perish. I have personal goals, but we have business goals, and we have vision for 2025. The vision doesn't change. The vision gets revised, and you get fresh wind of the vision you've always had. So the beginning of the year is typically a time for that. Everybody's looking at that. In 2025 for Retail Fix It, we've got very much some exciting visionary things that are going to positively continue to further impact our customers and our service providers and our in-house team. Everybody's got to win. Our company's community is made out of vendors, service providers, partnering service providers in local areas all across the country, a team at this company of people who manage the jobs. We don't have call centers. We used to have an office. Since COVID, we all went to our houses. Our technology got there. We have an in-house, fully cloud-based software development team that's been working with us and for us as employees for plus 10 years now. And there's no end in sight with the enhancements. As everybody knows, technology is flying forward, and we're right with it to create efficiencies that are empowering us to do the things we need to do for our customers. And then we've got customers. So that's kind of the main thing. There's a couple other, well, there's a podcast and we want to create community there, but with across all these platforms, everybody can win. Everybody must win, right? Your team's got to be powerfully engaged. They've got to be helpful to vendors and service providers. They don't have life being breathed into them, so to speak, then they can't be effective. And the service providers, if they're not being focused on, heard, treated right, but held accountable, then with the right ones, right? Then that can get stagnant. We are splitting the accounts among the account managers. Our team has always worked, dispatcher, account managers work together on all the accounts, and then move, and then there's an estimating and projects department person. But now this year, Retail Fix It is officially splitting the accounts among each account manager. So Robin, one of our account managers, she'll be getting this set of customers. And then Abby, another account manager of ours, will be getting this set of customers. And the way we did it was obviously the customers that are just already connected strong to those people, they got those accounts. So we're really excited to announce that to our existing customers, to be able to be more strategic in aligning our wonderful account managers with their clients that they already have relationships with, but can grow deeper and be more strategic with in their specific customer accounts, to just align ourselves in a way that we're intuitive to each customer. What we really want to talk about today is the idea of onboarding as a client for Retail Fix It, to sending us your repairs, sending us your preventive maintenance needs, and sending us your projects. So the biggest thing that a client, that you as a potential new client, or even my existing customers who are listening, the biggest thing that you're wondering is, are we doing a good job? Are we using the right tax? Is that efficient? Or is there something that could be happening differently that's making things cost less for you annually, that's keeping your stores up to par without, with some other strategies than what we're currently doing for you? There's questions, right? And if you're a potential new customer, you're wondering, how are y'all doing this? Who are you using? And is it efficient and cost efficient and quality? And how can you empower us as a partnering arm? So we have tried in the past to have it to where our onboarding customers only can come in as centralized. So we tried to do a sales strategy with our customers where it's like, listen, the program is you centralize all your maintenance with us, all your PMs, all your projects with us, and here's what the perk rate's going to be for that. Here's how we're going to give you a discounted admin fee. There's more buy-in from the local service providers and how we can do that. But what we learned is the customers don't just automatically do that because they're a little bit afraid to come in centralizing with us. Some of them are, some of them aren't, but it's understandable. So what we shifted over to was, okay, let's allow these customers to come in however they need to come in. Sometimes they come in a little frantic, a little panic and trying to catch up. Let's meet their immediate needs and let them figure out that we're the best option for them. Let them see it. Let them experience it on a few jobs or however much they want to lean into us. Let's let them figure it out on their own and let's see what happens. And that's what we did in 2024 and it worked. And so all the customers we gained 2 or 3 strategic partnering customers in 2024. I mean, several hundred stores, and we do these monthly touch point calls with them, and so we're in front of them. These are on screen shares. That's every month. Months come around quick, and we have the right people on those calls, and those people are gleaning from the team, addressing the issues back up into those calls, and vice versa. And so it's creating relationship. What I'm saying is they don't automatically centralize with us, not all the time. And so I have a message today for our existing customers and for potential new customers. Retail Fix It is designed to completely solve your facility management. We are so passionate about that, but we're not just passionate. We've designed systems, programs, partnering service providers, and a faithful team that knows what they're doing to execute to the people on the ground, and for vendor compliance and accountability, all wrapped into a thing to where it's popcorn and Coke for you guys. You guys can watch it happen, literally. Put the tickets in, watch it happen. But if you do centralize with us, I want to encourage and nudge my existing customers to move towards some centralized programs. In other words, not just using us at will, but moving into all your reactive maintenance, putting all your PM programs together under our program, putting all your projects and remodels, all three of those departments, reactive maintenance, break fix stuff, preventive maintenance and projects. Because what happens is we have reporting that auto builds in your customer profile that's going to show you, it's going to show you your spend. It's going to show it to you weekly, quarterly, whatever you need to see, monthly, annually. It's going to break down where your spend is. All sorts of strategic alignment phone calls and emails will occur to show you certain things and metrics so you can find out what's going on. We can partner with you on futures with all that. But in addition to that, you get 10% off your administrative markup. Well, why do we do that? Why wouldn't we already just give you a 10% administrative discount just for being a customer? Well, we're able to give you another 10% administrative discount because they're in a program where they are partnered with us to reduce the things by 10% by the leverage of us guaranteeing that your service locations are exclusively their service locations. So it's guaranteed work for them. So their loyalty increases to you as our customers, to us. And we're able to make those promissaries to those service providers. We're able to force costs down for you by 10% by you centralizing your maintenance with us. So reporting is absolutely a big reason, not just so we can look at it, but we can strategize together on that reporting. If you're not centralizing everything in our platform, then we're looking at part of your work, right? We're not looking at all of your work. So if you centralize with Retail Fix It in 2025, there's major perks and some things we can do to lower cost. There's some things we can do on many levels to really continue to align as the vision of being your outsourced partner. We want to feel like family. We want you guys to feel like family, and that's important to us. It's important to every team member in this company, and that there's family. We took all of our team yesterday to Taco Mac, and we got together. We didn't have time for it, but we had laptops and cell phones at lunch with us at Taco Mac. If you don't know what Taco Mac is, it's a restaurant with wings and that bar food kind of stuff. And me and my wife love Voodoo Magic wings from there. I don't make any money from Taco Mac, so I'm not I'm not endorsing that, but try the Voodoo Magic wings at Taco Mac if you've got one nearby. But our team was there, and there was so much love in the house. There was so much camaraderie, and it was just such a good vibe to be in person with everybody, because we're not in person every day anymore. That's what we're creating, but we're not just stopping there. We want to create that continue to expound that across our customer base and our partnering service provider teams. But we're having a lot of fun doing that. Centralize your work with us. Give us the whole thing, and let's lock that in. You don't have to. I mean, we are so grateful for what you are entrusting to us. We're going to remain faithful to that just as much as we possibly can, no matter if you centralize with us or not. So don't hear me wrong at all. We are eternally grateful for the opportunities that we have had to date and that we continue to have with our customers. And our account managers that we're splitting into their own specific work of books, accounts, they are incentivized to lower vendor cost. They're incentivized to challenge vendor cost, to challenge vendor arrival times. They're incentivized in all those ways, and they're already incentivized. It's not just financially for them or something. They're not incentivized to increase your invoice amounts, because that's not going to keep our customers. That's not how it's done. But they're incentivized to lower vendor cost, and they're incentivized to succeed for the customer, which increases sales. Retail Fix It is made up of three distinct services to our customers: reactive maintenance, which is all your break fix in every trade across the country. Number one. Number two is preventive maintenance. So we do HVAC PMs, we streamline that, we lower cost, we guarantee that service level, we guarantee service completion, and we don't overdo it. We do a simplified program and we make sure your units are up and running and steady, and it actually lowers your reactive maintenance and emergency response needs, and it kills all your cost down for your reactive maintenance needs, because we really make your units and everything maintained throughout the year. And we're making sure it's actually getting done, right? Who's climbing on a roof to find out? Well, we are, because we have verification programs in place that are state of the art technology for our technicians to have to upload photos, date the filters, and we do that in a streamlined way for our service providers are not burdened down by that. Because if we don't do that in a streamlined way and hyper focused on our service providers providing that data in a super streamlined way, they'll increase costs for having to deal with the technology. Okay, so key number two: don't show this video to my competitors, because that's a serious nugget. That other stuff I talked at the beginning, it's important stuff. This stuff really translates into winning for our customers in a way that our customers can't even win for themselves, because we are pros at this. This is the 25th anniversary of Retail Fix It. You're paying at the same amount as if you had the HVAC tech, like thousands of them across the country, that you were managing 1,000 companies, but it's all centralized into us. You're getting more verification, you're getting oversight more than you can do, and you're getting it all for the same cost as if you hired them directly. Really. Reactive maintenance, break fix, every trade, preventive maintenance for HVAC, preventative maintenance for cleanings. We're winning big with cleanings for clients. This year, there's vendor compliance enhancements, there's PM program enhancements for cleaning and HVAC in ways that's continuing to increase our service level, and the way that it's presented on our customers' portal, to where they can have a bird's eye view and feel like they've got all their locations in their lap or on their desktop at their computer in their office, and can see what's happening in real time with comparison view statuses of the projects, with calendar views of what's scheduled for next month, and all those kind of enhancements. And it doesn't stop there. There's a lot of reporting engines and stuff that are helping too. But the projects, that's our third department. Retail Fix It is very blessed to be being entrusted to large projects, remodels, major plumbing issues that have to be handled for our clients. And we're actually solving major plumbing issue that could end up having to tear your whole floor up. We've got the right type of professionals who are lining pipes instead of digging them up, and using our head to come up with ways to resolve your facility maintenance in ways that just saves a tremendous amount of wrong direction and stuff. It saves on cost. It keeps your store open instead of having to close your store down if there's a catastrophic, God forbid, any issue like that. So we're really, really excited about this year's splitting of the accounts for the account managers, having the three distinct departments: reactive maintenance, preventive maintenance, and projects. We're excited that we have created community and continue to do that across the right local grassroots service providers and the right strategic customers, that are just keeping us. And we're so grateful for that. So we're going to keep fighting like that. But my team is what does this day in, day out. They've been here, they've worked here for a long time. They're winning for the customers, they're communicating. There's no back door to success. We have to go right through the front door with real relationships, communication, and drive that home. And then we've got to take tough issues, turn them into solutions, both technologically and from the human standpoint. And I've got to say that my software development team is always there for us 24/7 when there's an issue or enhancement needed for a customer or vendor can't get logged in or something. They are always doing feature updates. They're always there for critical uptime with us, and that's kept us empowered. So I appreciate our technology team too. And it's just something that gets passed on again to our whole everybody involved in a way that's helpful. You guys are amazing. We are so grateful for the viewing. We're so grateful for the feedback. We love it when you guys share and like and subscribe and all this kind of stuff. Stay in touch. We're creating community. We love what we do. You know how it goes. Love what you do and you'll never work another day in your life. So thank you. Thank you guys for listening. We love you. There's support on all levels from different types of people in my life, in our life, that have encouraged us about the podcast. They've encouraged us about what's going on. So that stuff means the world. And we just want to encourage you guys to win big in 2025. God loves you more than you could possibly imagine. And so know that, figure that out. If you don't know, and just run with it. Thank you for listening to and watching the Retail Fix It podcast, because you can watch it on YouTube and other platforms and stuff as well, in addition to listening to it. But you get to our website and fill out an inquiry. We want to hear from you guys, and let's just do great things in 2025. There's a lot of promise in the air for all of us, and everybody can win at one time. God bless you. We love you. And thank you for watching the Retail Fix It podcast.